Hello and welcome back to the channel and welcome to a new year. Happy New Year 2023. So you would have seen last week we did a video where we took the C8 Corvette around the Nürburgring, and that was the car that you guys chose to be the first car around here. Now we have the car that I was most looking forward to, and as a big fan of the Alfa Romeo Giulia Quadrifoglio, I'm great to see the GTAm version in the game. So this is the one with the big wang and the wide arches, so it's going to be interesting to see how this does. This is PP, very similar to the Corvette C8. So you're looking at about 532 horsepower, and what's that, about 1,580 kilos, so nearly 1,600 kilos, so slightly less power, slightly more weight than the Corvette C8. So it's going to be interesting to see how this does. Now remember, if you are interested in any of the stickers that we've got individually numbered, then just drop a little message via social medias that I'll post here, and then I can send one out to you for free, because we've got a few left over and ready to go out. So let's get to this lap and see how this car does, because this is going to be an entertaining lap I'm hoping for. Right, Alfa Romeo Giulia Quadrifoglio GTAm, that is a mouthful. So, absolutely beautiful red colour. If I was to have one, it would be this colour combination. Let's see how it takes on the Nürburgring. Across the start finish line, twin turbocharged V6 opened up, and then power down the hill. Oh yes, nice bit of oversteer slide there. Right, down the hill we go. This engine is as sweet as they come. This thing is, oh, bellissimo. Take this engine and just put it in every single car. Just, yeah, that's all you need to do. This thing is, from down low, it revs, it's got torque. It pulls lovely from down low. Look at that, it's 4,500 RPM, it just still pulls. Yeah, it goes all the way, like all the way up to 7,000 RPM. It's just eager to please. It just eggs you on, just encourages you for more. And that's like what the best engines should do. Flat out over flung flats, dab a brake, get it down, get the nose under, in, and then on the power. This engine's like your best mate after a few drinks, where you go, I can jump that wall, and your best mate says, go on, let's do it together. That's what this engine's about. Flat out towards Schredenkreuz. We're not going to be flat for Schredenkreuz. Dab a brake, get that nose in, oh, a little bit of a slide, and then hard on the brakes. I have to say, look at the brakes. The brakes are brilliant as well. Like, compared to the C8 Corvette that we did last week, I think this will probably be slower than C8 Corvette, but the brakes are so much better. Like, at times the C8 felt like it never stopped. Maybe we're going slow in a straight line and that's why, but beautiful. Flat out through the compression, dab a brake as we go up over there, sliding up over the curb, or a little bit too deep into there, right, into the slow chicane, get that nose in. Now, how this car handles is really predictable, really nice. Like, this thing will understeer, and that's perfectly fine. When it understeers, it's because you were a knob and you went too fast, and it'll tell you that. If you get oversteer, it's because you were a knob and you pushed the accelerator too hard. You know what you're going to get. This car, I feel, would make you a better driver if you drove it, and drove it pretty fast. Right, power, look at that, it pulls so good, nice. Right, a little lift as we go through this fast chicane into miss, hit, miss. Weight of this car should show up here, but it doesn't feel heavy, it feels big though, and you can definitely feel it moving around on the suspension, but as I say, it doesn't feel heavy. Whoa, look at that, like, there. Why did we have the big bout of oversteer? Because I whacked the curb with the front right. Simple as. There we go, get the power. Get on, yes, nice. Dab a brake, get that nose in. I think this probably will be about 5-10 seconds slower than the Corvette, just because I don't think it's got the straight line speed. Right, flat out, up the hill, louder kink, easy flat, in fact a slight lift, and then hard on the brakes. Get that nose in, try and find that apex, there she is, and then power up the hill. Right, this car is known for its massive rear wang, but it doesn't have a really a front splitter. Yes, it has slightly more aggressive carbon garnish on the front, but this is where we start to find we just don't quite have the front end maybe that we could do with. But then it's a road car. If you had any bigger splitter, you'd be smashing it off every speed bump. So like that, just don't have the front end at 150 miles an hour. Bravery corner is a big dab of brakes and then back on the power. Right, up one gear, I'm going to go over this rise here, take it easy. Oh, bit of grass there. Right, hard on the brakes. This corner always induces a lot of understeer. Just that kind of camber on it. Right, power. Right, up towards carousel. This car should be good through the carousel. Got good suspension travel on it. Just get her in there, keep it down. Look at that beautiful carbon wing mirror on the left. Oh, look at that, nice. Right, up the hill we go. So this should be able to waft through here with quite some spirited driving. Right, dab a brake as we go up the hill. Look at that, but we're what, 4,500 RPM, but it's just still so willing. Dab a brake, down one gear as we set ourselves up for Vipperman. Up through the gears again, we're going to have a little dab of brake before we enter, settle the car, dab a brake in the centre, settle it again, and then look for the exit, use the curb, there we go, nice, nice, nice. Hard on the brakes as we go uphill, keep it nice and tight to keep it away from that grass on the exit. Down we go towards Brunchen. Oh, this thing is glorious. Give me one of these in real life, please. Right, there we go, Brunchen, say hello to the YouTube corner. Dab a brake, oh, a little bit of understeer there, and that's just because we were a bit of a dick and went a bit too fast. Right, dab a brake again. I'm actually going to take a gear down, just try and get that nose promoted to go in. Right, up over the rise. This corner up here is deceptively tight in a big car like this. Right, up over the rise and jump. Down one gear. Get her in, come on, turn, turn, turn. Power up over the rise, take it easy. Right, we're going to have to lift through here because we don't want to end too far up, too far over to the right for Stefan Belafes. Not quite flat through here. Car moving around quite a lot. Right, worst corners on the whole track. Down one gear, she does that nice though. She's impressing. Right, last corner before the baby carousel. There we go. Power. Back down one gear for the baby carousel. Oh, she's loving it here. This is where I'm enjoying this part of the drive so much more than in the C8 Corvette. The C8 Corvette I felt just like uncomfortable, like you're driving and there was somebody poking you in the back all the time. Like you're still enjoying the drive, or you're still doing the drive, but somebody's behind you going poke, 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 poke all the time. It doesn't hurt, but it just feels uncomfortable. Right, Dottinger her. Let's see what this thing maxes out at. It's already doing 170, so that's pretty impressive. Might get 180 by the time we go down the hill from the Bilstein Bridge. Devil's Diner on the right. Right, last corner, set of corners really. There is 180, so this thing is hustling. I'm actually going to have to lift through there, just don't have the front end. Going to take it easy through here. Dapper brakes, hard on the brakes now. Oh, just about made it. Right, last corner, we can do this. And then on the power, come on, shoot for the line. Up through the gears, and there's the finish line. Whoa, this thing, like chassis wise, an 8.5 out of 10, maybe an 8.75. Really enjoy actually driving it until you get 150 plus. But this engine, that is a glorious masterpiece. Like, if somebody's got one of these in real life and would let me drive it, whew, wow, yeah, just wow, great. Let's see what kind of time it's done though. So that's what this is all about. Oh my god, that is a 7 minutes 28. That is exactly the same as what they did in, well, what we did last week in the Corvette C8. In fact, I think it's only a couple of tenths difference. Let's just double check. Yeah, the C8 was 0.8 of a second slower. Wow. So this car is on paper slower. It's less power, more weight, probably not the correct layout. It's front engine, rear wheel drive, as Corvette C8 is mid-engined. Has 2 less pistons. It just shows maybe a little bit of a slower car, but you can actually get full potential out of it. You can do just the same lap time, if not a tiny little bit better. In fact, what I might do is find both of these laps and put them side by side and see where the differences is. I hope you guys and girls out there enjoyed this lap. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you really want to see more, then give it a subscribe. And until the next time, goodbye, and have a good 2023.